This is often called the most difficult SAT question because it looks like a glitch in the matrix. You have an infinite tower of square roots, all say equal to 1/3. Most students see that infinity symbol and think they need calculus or limits. You don't. You just need to see the trick. So what is the trick to solve this problem? Well, how do we approach this tower of exponents till infinity? If you can observe, if you just cut off the first portion and only observe the portion that I underline here, then we can realize that this portion is equal to this portion plus the square root of x here. Why? Because it's still an infinite tower of square root of x. Because it never ends, the underlying part is identical to the whole. Since the problem tells us the entire tower equals to 1/3, then this will mean that the part I underlined must also be 1/3. So we can simplify this problem now to become square root of x to the power of 1/3 equals to 1/3. So now, this is just an exponential equation. We've collapsed infinity into a single fraction. We've replaced that entire messy stack with 1/3. Now we just have a standard algebra problem. And our goal is to isolate x. First of all, we want to remove the radical sign. We can turn a radical into an exponent. Square root of x is just going to be x to the power of 1/2. And this to the power of 1/3 is equal to 1/3. By the property of exponents, x to the power of 1/2 to the power of 1/3 is just x to the power of 1/2 times 1/3, which is 1/6, equals to 1/3. And now the goal would be to remove the 1/6. To do that, we can raise both sides to the power of 6. X to the power of 1/6 to the power of 6, it would equal to 1/3 to the power of 6. So 1/6 times 6 is equal to 1, so that cancels out, leaving us with x equals to 1/3 to the power of 6, which is 1/3 to the power of 6. 1/3 to the power of 6 is 1/729 after you calculate the exponent. So the answer to our problem is going to be x equals to 1/729. So the takeaway is to not let infinity scare you. Just look for the part that repeats and swap it out. If you want more tips on how to beat impossible SAT questions, subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next one.